Yes! Come on!
Lifted in by Masouras and Arabi! They've won it! A minute out from time! A Greek still at the Emirates!
First of all, massive congratulations to Olympiacos. My God, that was unbelievable. Unbelievable. You've got to give them credit. Before I go into anything else, well done to Olympiacos. They deserved it. Oh, that sucks to say. It really does. Oh. Where do I even begin? Still sick, and that's made me sicker. It's the life of an Arsenal fan, really, isn't it? That is just typical. Absolutely typical. We've just gone out on away goals. Aubameyang misses an absolute sitter in the dying seconds of the game after scoring one of his best Arsenal goals in his career so far. It's just, you can't write this stuff, and we are now out of the Europa League. The Europa League. The Europa League. We're out of the Europa League. Madness. So, man, I would say this would be a long video. I think if I was feeling 100%, it would be a very long video just talking about the things we got wrong tonight. I don't want to go on about it too much. This sucks. This really sucks because we got such a good result away at Olympiacos, and I just want to go back on that because I don't think I spoke about it enough last time. But that's a really tough fixture. Going to Olympiacos, they never lose at home. Never. Okay, a lot of English teams go there and fail. So to get a 1-0 win away from home, to set us up at home with a 1-0 advantage, an away goal, is really good. And then to just to not turn up tonight. Shocking. Really bad. It took us until the 75th minute to get a shot on target. 75 minutes. We had scored, so I guess you could say we got one on target with Lacazette's goal, but it was ruled offside, so it don't count, mate, I'm afraid. So, piss poor. Absolutely piss poor tonight. I don't even want to pick out the best performances because when you lose a game like that, I just don't care. I don't care if someone had a good game. You know, it's just depressing. It really is. I honestly thought we did it. I thought Aubameyang's spectacular overhead kick was the moment that changed the season for us. Do you know how big this is for us? Okay, yes, we've got the FA Cup. We could still potentially get a good run in that and maybe win it. Unlikely, but you never know. The Premier League is done. There's no way we're getting into the top four, right? Arguably very unlikely. So the Europa League was our realistic chance. I don't even want to say realistic chance, but the only chance really that we had left to get into the Champions League next season, to keep hold of players like Aubameyang. There's talks of Lacazette having an exit clause of some type in his contract, where if we're not in the Champions League next season, he can leave. So we're talking massive players that could be leaving the club if we don't achieve Champions League football, or at the very least Europa League football, which is, as we all know, not the European Championship or the European tournament you want to be in. Okay, so we really need to get through, and ideally get through again and win this damn competition. But that ain't happening now. We're not going to hit the top four in the Premier League. We're not realistically going to win the FA Cup with the teams that are left in that. So this, quite literally, that last minute goal we conceded against Olympiacos has finished the season, and it's potentially set us back a season or two. Do you not realize? I mean, okay, fair enough. We could have gone through tonight and then got knocked out in the next round. But you can't see it like that. You just got to take it game by game. This was such a massive game. And I was so confident we would go through. We've been unbeaten since the start of the year. Arteta's come in and done such a great job defensively. We're not really conceding goals as much. We're conceding half a goal a game. So a goal every 2 games, roughly. And we're generally playing better football at the moment. And even when we went 1-0 down, I thought, you know what, it's okay. We are probably going to make it through still. Okay, so I wasn't worried. And then extra time comes around and we're not seeing Martinelli coming on early enough. You know, we waited too long to bring him on. He was superb when he came on. So it was getting towards that grey area where, okay, we're probably not going to score here. I guess penalties. And then you start to think, but hang on, penalties doesn't bode well, does it? I mean, you can have the best penalty kick takers in the world, but on the night, if they don't take a good penalty, it's good night. And going out on penalties is horrific, although I would have taken that over this feeling, because you're going from this, with Aubameyang's goal, literally straight down, because that's it, gone. Away goals rule, suck it. I hate away goals, I really do. There's talks about it every year, the fact that we should get rid of it, I don't know. It makes football way more exciting for a neutral if away goals are part of the tie or part of football. But I do 100% agree with people when they just say it's so frustrating. It causes some issues, I would say, within these fixtures. You get teams that base their whole strategy around away goals instead of just winning the games, you know. But anyway, that's another discussion. I don't know if there's anything that needs to be done, but rather frustrating when you get knocked out on away goals because we had such a good performance to get that 1-0 away win. It wasn't the best performance ever, but it was a good performance in the end, you know, to get the result. So, yeah, and then to come to the Emirates like they did and get a result was incredible. So you got to give it to them. And their fans are mad, like insane. Some of the best noise I've heard in the Emirates in a long time. Yes, I know I'm going to get the comment, oh, you never go. The times I've gone to the Emirates, it is relatively quiet in there. It's not a very atmospheric stadium at times. There are times where it's immense, but there's no doubt in my mind that the Arsenal away fans are incredible. The Arsenal home fans, they're there to support the team, but it's just not noisy enough. The Olympiacos fans were just unbelievable tonight. And that's just from watching it on the TV. I can hear them. It's remarkable. So, do you know what? They deserve it. It's painful to say that because we did have some good opportunities tonight to score. We had scored an offside goal and, you know, some decisions by the referee were questionable, I would say. But ultimately, we didn't win the game, so we don't deserve to go through. But let's talk about the incident, the red card, which wasn't given. I'm about to lose my rag here. Okay, I'm so tired. My body is just really struggling this week. As you probably know, I'm not uploading as much and blah, blah, blah. But this is going to get heated. I need to be careful what I say here because I do try and keep the channel PG. I don't want to swear too much, but VAR is shit. It is. What's the point? This was the perfect example of where VAR would have been brilliant. So you've got Pepe through on goal. Arguably, okay, he's got two defenders next to him, kind of sandwiching him, but they're losing out. Okay, Pepe is clearly advancing through. He's got more pace on them, and he is going to get through one-on-one with the keeper. He gets clattered, just bang, straight across his shin, taken out. The defender gets a yellow card. So you're thinking, well, okay, a yellow card, maybe the referee didn't see it properly or he's just not quite sure, he doesn't want to send someone off. It'll go to VAR and they will probably send the guy off because it's very clearly a foul that stops a goal-scoring opportunity. And what does that mean in football? Let's, you know, by the letter of the law, if you're stopping a goal-scoring opportunity, and I mean a proper goal-scoring opportunity, if a player is through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, and you take him out, by the letter of the law, it's a red card and you're off and we win the game comfortably. It goes to VAR. Well, supposedly it does, but we don't know. No one says anything about it and the game just plays on. There's nothing. A yellow card, no review from VAR, or if there was, they decide it's not a red card. That's it. It's done. I'm sorry, are you actually blind? The people with those screens operating the VAR system need to be fired immediately because that is so disappointing. It just reaffirms my position on VAR. Sack it off. I'm done with it. It's just causing more issues than it's solving. It's great when it works, isn't it? You know, if you go and watch proper football at the moment, like, you know, in the Bundesliga, a real proper football league with real proper referee decision. Well, okay, maybe not all the time, but VAR works so much better over there, man. It's just a joke. Why doesn't it work over here in England or in the Europa League in this case? Why? Why am I sitting here again complaining about VAR? Because ultimately we weren't good enough for the night anyway, but that red card decision changes everything. It really pisses me off, man, because you're ruining the game. It's completely stupid. The fact that VAR is there, it means you can blame it. And I hate putting blame on things because, do you know what? If this happened a few years ago when VAR was not a thing, you kind of just swallow it, don't you? You just think, okay, yeah, the referee's given him a yellow card, it should have been a red. But you move on. But the fact that we literally have the technology to change that decision, it's quite literally impossible now to get those decisions wrong because we've got the replays and we've got referees, highly intellectual people, I would hope at least, with experience, and they've passed all their exams and they've done their badges or whatever. They are proper refereeing people, okay? And they're sitting there watching these replays in slow motion and they're still getting it wrong. Are you actually mad? Absolutely infuriating. The referee was an absolute travesty tonight. He really was, but it still doesn't mean that we should have gone through. You know, I'm just raging a little bit right now. As far as I feel right now, at least, I might regret saying this in the morning, but I don't care. I don't think VAR is working. It's ruining the emotion of football. As I just stated, it's okay to get decisions wrong. It's just the fact that VAR is there and that's still not fixing some of these situations. That is mind-boggling to me. It's almost like you've written your answer to a maths question in pencil, knowing that, you know, you can rub it out, you can fix it, right? And then you do realise, oh, I've made a mistake there. You rub it out and then you write the same fucking thing, language. Just get rid of it or do it properly. It's just, oh... That's the first F-bomb I think I've had in years on this channel, and I don't even care. I'm not even going to... should I beep it out? I don't know. I might have to. I'll probably regret it if I don't. Okay, I'm trying to keep the channel PG, so no F-bombs. That's going to be beeped out. I'm done. I'm done recording this. Hopefully tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'll be back feeling a bit better again, and we'll be doing some of the Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. I'm really missing it. I'm getting the... I'm craving it. I want to play the Sunderland save. So that will be coming back tomorrow. Arsenal's season, if it wasn't already over, is now definitely over. Arteta's first loss since the 1st of January, which kind of sucks. But hey, we move on, right? The silver lining is we now focus on the FA Cup and the Premier League. It's less fixtures. I mean, I don't think we were going to win the Europa League, but would have been nice to at least try get to the final again or something like that. But now, focus on the Premier League. This is a chance now to use the next few months, not too many fixtures, to just maybe get something this season. An FA Cup win or a top 5 finish. Because if Man City are banned from the Champions League next season, that 5th place becomes a Champions League spot. And if we're in it, things change. The budget improves, players will be willing to join, and this won't matter so much. But right now, it just feels painful. Good night, guys.